Child, listen. If it weren't for the fact that I love y'all, because to be honest with y'all, I was finna get in my bed, bitch. All right, I was finna get in my bed. You see, I got my hair all pinned up, girl. I was finna get in my bed. All right, but whatever. What's good? Shout out to the people that's here. Y'all come on in. Make sure to like up the live. I totally appreciate y'all coming out. Um, I know I normally do these in the mornings, but Scotty talking about can everybody get their stuff out tonight? I said, well, I guess I come live after you. That works. Cause then the only thing I gotta do tomorrow is Married to Medicine. Oh, and we gotta talk about Miss Wanda live, honey, because Miss Wanda came live, girl. Y'all know anytime Miss Wanda click her button, I'ma click mine. So we go listen to what Miss Wanda had to say for herself tomorrow. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all get these likes up. All right, we'll probably gag Miss Wanda's live tomorrow at 6:15, which would have been Married to Medicine. But Married to Medicine is going to be at 11:15 a.m. tomorrow. That's just going to take the place of this since, I'm doing it now. But anyway, um, y'all come on in. I mean, what's good with y'all? Hey, like talk, say something. It's 69 of y'all. Like, what's tea? What's good? Like, what? What is it? What's wrong? Hey, Darlinda, what's good, baby? Am I the only one who thinks Brit marriage give lavender marriage? Child, they a whole mess around there. I tell y'all how I feel about her and Kelly ass. More so, Brit, not even really Kelly per se. I'll tell y'all how I feel about Brit and Angela ass when we get there. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I think about Britt and Angela ass when we get there. What's good, Candace? I'm good, boo. How are you? All right, because I don't know about y'all, but Brittany getting on my nerves. She getting on Mike's nerves too. Child, I'm supposed to be plugging up my laptop, right? And it was plugged up until I unplugged it from the damn wall. Lord, where the plug? Oh, hold on, y'all. All right. That's good to hear. I'm just fine getting my smoke on, child. Hey, Harold, what's good, friend? You said you glad I'm doing this review tonight? I suppose. Well, we 7 minutes in. Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute mark. But since it's 90, y'all can get the likes up. It's 93, y'all can get the likes up. Hey T, sorry, trying to get the kids to bed. I like the video though, but as long as you like the video, that's fine. Hey friend, I'm glad you remembered I was going live tonight too. Hey, black man with a newspaper. I'm doing cool. Enjoy your spring break. I mean, listen, we'll talk about it. Because, like I said, Britt got on my nerves. Angela did too. And Charles ass. All right. And Charles ass. Child. I think Drew is lying again. I don't. I don't. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I don't believe that Angela is lying. I'm Angela. I don't believe that Drew is lying. Not with this. See, I got the same tea that my best friend got. And I see what they're talking about with this. I don't believe that Drew's lying. I don't. And I also agree with my best friend about something else. Posha up here pulling stunts to shows, all right? And I ain't here for him. I ain't here for him. I don't give a flying fluff a nickel how much y'all claim to love Posha ass. That bitch is dizzy as the motherfucker, and I ain't got time for her old dizzy, tired ass. I ain't putting up with Posha and her fuck shit this season. I ain't putting up with it. I refuse to put up with it. I ain't put up with it on her own show, and I'm not finna put up with it on this show. I ain't finna do it. Not by any means necessary. 10. Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 16, episode 2. Portia on her fuck shit again, and I ain't here for it. That's the name of her episode. Portia on her fuck shit again, and I ain't here for it. Period. So any of you Portia stands, listen. Okay? Any of you Portia stands, if y'all finna get in y'all feelings, get out of here. Okay? Get out of here, because I don't know what I might say, Portia, and I don't want nobody to get their feelings hurt. So if that's gonna be too much for y'all, I see y'all later. All right, cause see, I ain't got no time for these Portia folk. Like, So the episode continues with Shamia, miss ass, asking Drew, was she dating Dennis, the hot dog king? Because that's what she was hearing around the streets. Okay, that's what she heard around there, the Juanita Pupper Curls in them and whatnot. She was around there with the macaroni Tony and Nappy Red and all of them, but she over her, so she was ear hustling. They won't talk to her. She was ear hustling and she heard it. You know what I'm saying? That's the people that Shamia is talking about that she heard from. The same people I heard from, And Drew denies it. And she said, no, it's strictly business. Like, he's helping me with my music. He told me he'll help me with my music. He told me he'll help back it up and so on and such. Him and Ralphie Boy is cool. They all hung out together. So it wasn't as if it should be anything that Portia should be all up in arms about. Like, I don't get what Portia is mad about. I don't. I don't get what Portia is mad about. And y'all can get up here and try to take up her all you want to. Y'all can try to see her sad all y'all want to. I don't get what she's so upset about. I really don't. Like, anyway, Portia calls Drew a low down, dirty something another for working with Dennis. And Portia also calls her out for filming with Dennis, feeling like this is going to cause issues between him, her, and their daughter. And Drew is completely confused as to what it is, as to what she's talking about and what she's mad about. And me too. Portia really made no sense to me. How in the hell is her working with Dennis going to interfere with you and him as it pertains to y'all co-parenting with Pilar? Well, what does Drew have to do with any of that? Maybe I will understand it better if there was actually something going on between them two. But because it's not, I'm not getting your plight and I'm not understanding what you're trying to tell me right now. I'm just being honest. People are going to say I'm being biased. People going to say the hate for Porsche, this, and this. No, like I said, I would get it if there was actually something going on. But I don't believe that there's anything going on. So it doesn't make sense to me as to what it is that she's upset about and why would she try to blame all of that on Drew. I know people are going to try to make it make sense to me. Fine. I can't wait to see it in the comments. Cool. And if you want to talk about low down and dirty, let's put a mirror to your low down, dirty ass face. All right. Is you kidding me? With all of the horration that you came up here with, then you tried to wrangle your sorry ass family for that sorry ass show that made me a whole bunch of good ass money reading y'all the hell down not too long ago. Like, I don't understand. Again, let's remember how you met this man twerking, doing your mating twerk down to these people foyer. And you left out of there with not only her silverback, but her bottle of hen dog too. If we're calling out low down, dirty, trifling ass shit, I would think that's pretty low down, dirty, and trifling. And again, even and I said this last week, even if there was something going on between Portia and between Drew and Dennis, why the fuck are we supposed to feel sorry for you? And why the fuck are we supposed to feel any type of way? And why the fuck are you mad? You did it to the next one that you said that was a friend to you. You was the one who came up here and gave her that title of friend. And then it was proven because y'all was seen going out together and being out in the clubs and dancing with one another and all of that. You remember when all that shit came out and you was sitting over here denying that you and her was even friends? Like, get out of my face with all that bullshit. Anyway, Angela is at home, girl. Angela at home with Child's ass. Child's at home cooking. And I ain't even gonna lie, the food looked good. I mean, listen, if Charles can't do nothing else, he looked like he know how to burn in the kitchen. He should know how to do something with his old ass. So, hey, I ain't mad at a nigga that can cook. He seemed to could burn in the kitchen, so I'm down for that. But he down there complaining about it not being cleaned before he was down there cooking. And then I guess they blamed that on the oldest daughter. I guess either they blamed that on her or she took the blame for it. I don't know, but Angela talking to her daughter about what happened to the party. Angela don't feel like Drew should be working with Dennis. If it was her, she wouldn't want her friends working with her ex dude either. Um, Listen, Angela, I would be less concerned about what's going on around there with them and more concerned about what you doing with old ass Charles. Like, he got a real gag, Angela. You don't look so long. Look, to be honest with you, Angela, I mean, you give an older woman matronly tease your damn self. No tea, no shade, Angela. But you giving matronly maiden type tease yourself. You do. He way older than your ass. And I'm sorry. I do agree with the people when they talk about your damn marriage. It's just like I don't know. I don't want to judge Charles too quickly because it's only 2 episodes. But I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it might be a little bit of senility creeping up in there, Angela. You might want to get a hold of that, sis. You might want to get a hold of that, sis. I see a little bit of senility in your future. And I don't necessarily feel like you need to be concerned about what Drew got going on with the hot dog king. Hey, Ravine. All right. I feel like you might need to go and get your husband checked. All right. And I think that's probably your problem. Moving on. Um, what they saying about Charles and Angela? Does Charles really like that damn man? That ooh, Lord. I mean, no tea, no shade, Angela. If you squint your eyes a little bit, I ain't even finna do that. Shut up, Ravine. Anyway, the people is saying that they questioning whether that he really like her, fool with her, and they questioning some people are questioning whether he got an only set of all tabers. The people said that, not me. Moving on. So Team Twirl meeting with Portia for lunch, and then Portia saying, "Listen, we've been fighting since 2012. All right, we've been fussing and fighting and cat fighting and clawing each other and windmilling out here in these streets for years. Like we mothers now, we may as well get along." And when it came to that, I do agree with Portia. I mean, at this point, what more can you and her fuss and fight about? Like, and if y'all can't come together about something, coming together as mothers, I'm here for that. Um, and it would have been nice to see before Brittany fucked everything up. Um, they talk about the situation between Dennis and Drew, and she says that what set her off was finding out that he was also going to be filming with her as well, which I still don't understand why that would make Portia feel a way about anything. I don't understand why she's this upset and this butthurt. That's your baby daddy. He's basically making money to help take care of your daughter. At the very least, you should be able to just look at it like that. But for whatever reason, you want to have a beef with somebody. And why not let it be Drew? And Drew a fool for allowing you to do it. Because the way that you talk to Drew, I wouldn't have blamed Drew had she put your ass in a full Nelson. I'm gonna be honest. The way that you went in and let have on that lady Portia, that shit was just not. And then she was really taken aback by it. She was really confused about it. Like I couldn't have been me, but whatever. So Portia's still talking all this dumb shit about how she sees Dennis as a brother and all of the rest of this foolishness, and how they're in a good space so far as co-parenting, and how all of this has the potential to fuck all of that up. Um, Portia talks about the situation between her and the silverback, and how she started finding out things about him that she didn't know about, all of the frautation that he had going on, all of the thievery and trickery, falsehoods and fallacies that he had going on. And then she had talked about when she was laid up on Diane's couches, and how they got cameras around the house. And she looked on her app on the phone and she saw some hoes down to her house and all of the rest of that stuff. Um, and that was like the final straw for her. But Portia, you was once a hoe in another lady house, and you walked out with not only her husband but their bottle of hen dog. So I mean, the irony of the same thing happening to you, and that was the final straw for you. I okay. Um, and that was that scene. So Kelly goes to her up and coming restaurant she got going on. She's opening up another one, and then she starts talking about how she was starting to open up another one, I believe, or she did open it up, and when she got the divorce, her husband like took that away, and not only did well, wait, are we getting to that? Did she talk about that? No, we ain't get to that yet. Listen. It's obvious that she was in a real volatile situation. And I'm not making light of that at all. But to be honest with y'all, I'm kind of intrigued about it and I want to know more, especially with what she opened up about to Brittany with later on in the episode. I kind of want to know more. Like, am I wrong for that? Yeah, bestie, husband and the henny. Am I wrong for that? It's like the more not Brittany, Kelly. It's like the more Kelly opens up about her ex-husband and the things that he's doing to her, like I feel bad for her, but at the same point, I want to know more. I do. I want to know more. I like it seems real interesting around it. So he beating and knocking on you allegedly. 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 Taking your business away from you. Taking out over $500,000 of your money. I want to know who her ex is too. I want to know who he is. I want to know everything that happened around. I really do. And I don't mean to sound insensitive when I say that, but I don't know. It just seems really, really interesting. I wonder if he got her on some type of papers to where, she can't say his name. She can't, give any indication of who he is or whatever. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he has her on some type of paperwork saying that she can't say his name, can't allude to who he is, or none of that. I don't know, but it's real interesting. I want to know more about it. I'm gonna be real. Anyway, um, but that was that. She got a restaurant coming up and it has to be open in a timely fashion. The guys don't believe that it can, but she does, and she's trying to push it out as soon as possible. And I get it because it's obvious that this nigga if he's a nigga, trying to take her for everything she got. So she's trying to get as much money up as she possibly can. I see why she's moving the way that she's moving. Moving on. Um, so Britt at home with Mike. And Britt was some type of and she had an insurance company of some sort, and Mike was her client, and she said that she doesn't date her clients, and then she started dating them, and now they're married. Uh Basically. Um they got married during COVID, so they didn't have much of a wedding at all. I believe she said it happened on Zoom. Dear Jesus. And she want her mammy to move it. Well, I think, well, yeah, she want her mammy to move in with them to be a live-in nanny once she starts to have for once she starts to have children. I don't know. Yeah, it's a boo to bread. Like it's just something about Brittany. Like I'm just I can't. I don't know what it is about Brittany, but she is just not. She's not. I don't know what it is about Brit, but she's not. And her husband ain't either. Okay. Her husband ain't either. I don't know what it is about Brittany and her husband, but they are just not it. All right. They are not it. Like And it's funny because somebody came under my comments and said that Brittany and Michael was giving scammer. Again, I say, and I ain't saying they some scammers, and I ain't heard nothing about them scamming. But did she ever say what Mike did? Because Mike was her client to let her tell it. Did she ever say what Mike did? Maybe he don't do shit. And so maybe that's why she has so much input around the house like that. Maybe that's why she's constantly reminding everybody that he upgraded her ring to a 10K ring, because maybe that's about the only real thing he ever really did for her. So maybe that's why she constantly feels validated by that and by him for that. And it's a big deal to her. That's why she's so damn pissed about what Team Twirl said. That's really what it's given. I could be wrong. But that's really what it's given. It's just, I don't know. Some about the two of them. You said you won't hear for Britt Manny. Child. I want to know who Brittany daddy is. Okay, because Brittany up here giving a knockoff Princess love. All right. And her mom about black as a baboon's ass. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I really would love to know who Brittany daddy is. Like, who is this man? Who your daddy, Brittany? I'm gonna move on from that. Um, I think Brittany's husband. Now, right, I need to see some photos. Okay, good. I want the only one who felt that way. It's good that I was the only one who felt that way when I saw that lady. I said, I think Britt's husband is having buyer's remorse. I do too. I don't know. It's something going on with the two of them. I can't put my finger on it, but it'll come out because they are on reality TV. So Shamia goes to see her surrogate, and she met that surrogate through Candy Pants because she was Candy Pants surrogate for Lil Blaze. And she had Shiloh for Shamia. And she had to have her early because she had developed breast cancer and Ayaya. And Shamia talks about how she did get pregnant back in January of 2024, but it was an ectopical pregnancy. And yeah, you know, those are completely dangerous. And so she had to terminate. And so she's saying she has like 2 eggs left. And so she's figuring out, you know, what she's going to do with those. But her surrogate runs an agency, and she says that she has another young lady that she thinks will be suited and booted to carry Shamia's baby. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for any woman that wants to be a blessing to another family in that way. Especially when you already have children of your own, for you to want to carry somebody else's and go through all of that again, and it ain't even yours. I respect any woman that does that. So shout out to all of the women that are surrogates out here for other women. Like I appreciate y'all. Like that's a big ass thing to do for anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm here for it. I had to subscribe to your channel as soon as you said her mama. You a fool, T. But the gag is, I was thinking the same thing. Well, I'm glad I wasn't the only one who felt that way. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who felt that way because, like, she giving good hair teas and her mama giving nappier than the back of a sheep's ass. Y'all know how nigga hair is. Like, I don't know. Moving on. I ain't even gonna go down that road. And so Brittany goes to see Kelly. She brings her dog around there because Kelly got dogs, so the dogs have a play date, and then they have a play date too. So Brittany says that she wants to have a small wedding because her and Mike didn't have a wedding at all because they got married during COVID, so they got married during Zoom. But she says she don't want no big, lavish, expensive wedding. She wants something small, and I wonder why. You know, I just feel like Is it because he upgraded that 10K ring as to why you can't? Did y'all catch that? I'm gonna say that shit again. Is the real reason why you want something small is because since he upgraded you to that 10K ring, you can't have the wedding that you would probably want to have? Is that the reason why, Brittany? I don't know why I feel that way, Brittany, but and I could be wrong. Maybe you genuinely, honestly, really never wanted no big, extravagant, lavish wedding or whatever, and maybe you've always wanted some hole in the wall type ass wedding. I mean, I don't know, but I got questions. I do. I got questions. I'm just saying. Um, Britt brings up Team Twirl and that tad ass wedding band. Girl, get out of our face with that shit. Like, you still mad about that? Girl, that was like a long time ago. All right, in reality TV world. Okay, in reality TV world, that shit, you probably filmed this shit probably 2 weeks after that happened. You still pissed about that? Get over it. Like, why are we still trying to make a thing about that, Brittany? So this is about to be the breakdown between you and Team Twirl because she made that comment about your wedding band. That's what stirred up all the shit, and you couldn't let it go because that's what it's given. Moving on, because why are we still mad about this? Like, it's episode 2. Can we move on? Yep, T. Mike wants something small because that ring was about 6 months of their mortgage. Low key, Brit is looking for an issue with Kenya because why is she trying so hard to prove she's married to Mike? Right. And we still don't know what Mike do. We know what you do. You said that you own a real estate, you own an insurance company of some sort, and he was your client. Anyway, Kelly talks about how she found out about her ex stealing all of the church's funds, about the business account, and how it was a very nasty situation, how it got physical, admitting that she was keeping up a facade for the public, but it was very volatile from sleeping in closets to the police being called. And I'm like, bitch, you slept in a goddamn closet? No way. Kelly, it is not funny, and I am not laughing at what you got going on. But sleeping in a motherfucking closet, Kelly, again, I would love to know about your ex. I would love to know about your marriage. I would love to know what you ever saw in him. I would love to know what was it about him that made you think that that was the one. What I have questions, Kelly. Like, I really would love to like, and I don't want to be that person because I know that sounds horrible, and I'm not trying to be that. But the more Kelly talks about what sleeping in the closet in my house, like, yeah, girl, she said she was sleeping in closets, and police was being called, and I and I said, like, Kelly, I would love to know. I I would, Kelly. I would love to hear your story. Like, he put you through all of that, then y'all divorced, and then he wiped one of your businesses clean to the point where you had to get another damn restaurant. Then he took out over $500,000 of your money. Like, slammed you from corner to corner in your house, allegedly, and had you sleeping in closets. Like, you should write a book, Kelly. You making all these cookbooks and shit, and I'm here for it. But what you really need to do is write a memoir of your life story, Kelly. Kelly, you got some shit to talk about. And I promise you, Kelly, I will back your book. I'm trying to fix my face. Kelly, I swear to God, you need to make a memoir, and I promise you, I will be the first one standing in line. All right, for a signed autograph copy, Kelly. I promise you, I will buy. Because Kelly, you got a story to tell, and damn it, I want to hear it. You know, for you to get your angst out and tell your story in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? For nosy hoes like me that want to hear it, because I want to hear it. Because you got a lot to say. And I want to hear it. I'm gonna be honest. Moving on though. Um, so Drew meeting up. So Drew meeting up. Kelly closet is probably the size of a master bedroom, but that ain't the point. That ain't the point. It probably is the size of a master bedroom, but bitch, it ain't. That's my damn closet, and I shouldn't be in it. You probably right, but it ain't. It's the damn closet, hoe, and I don't want to be in this motherfucker. So Drew meets with Angela. So Drew meets with Angela and Shamia to go work at. And then Angela tells Drew that she doesn't think that she should be working with Dennis. And again, why? Why? If it's strictly business, if she's paying him and he's making money and she's getting her money's worth of it, I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't. I don't understand what the problem is. And can we please stop sitting here trying to act like Portia really put lifetime expectations on Dennis? Because she didn't. She didn't. Portia, listen, Portia's biological clock was ticking because y'all know she getting up there and she wanted a baby. All right. And she got with somebody that was willing to be with her and give her what she wanted. I don't ever believe that they was going to get married. I don't ever believe that they was going to have this white picket fence and be together forever. I never saw that with Dennis and Portia. Let's just tell the truth. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's call a thing a thing. I've always looked at it as just that. She wanted a baby daddy. And why not let it be Dennis? Because at least the nigga got money. He the hot dog king and he owns the crew lounge. So it's like, why not? I mean, if I am gonna have a baby daddy, it fine, whatever. He's willing to be that cool. Like that that's what's really getting me too. Like we trying to sit here and act like that was the love of her life and she did this thing. Drew says that she's worked with legends, but her music hasn't taken off. Dennis came with offers that she could have turned away, and she needed to out to escape. She needed it as an outlet to escape her living situation at home. And I really feel, and that's another reason why I believe Drew, because Drew kept it real. Drew said, "Bitch, fuck all that shit that Portia run around here crying about, because I'm dealing with real life thing. I got this troll living in my damn basement who's trying to come after me for every damn thing I got. He's trying to get me for alimony, child support. He's trying to get me for this business, that business. Like the nigga trying to rake me clean while still living in my house. Like Drew is dealing with real shit. She ain't got no time to be running around here playing these little games that Portia won't play. Like Drew is dealing with real life shit. And I feel bad for Drew. And that's why I'm not upset about Drew. Drew, honestly, is in a desperate time in her life right now. I hate to say that word, but it's true. She's in a desperate time in her life right now. She's dealing with a nigga that's trying to take her for every goddamn thing she got. And she's trying to make sure that she's keeping herself afloat because she still got Sharon around there. And people want to sit over here and try to call the Portia. Girl, fuck Portia. Portia ain't got nothing going on. That's why she's trying to have this beef with Drew. Because she ain't got nothing going on. Nothing. She ain't got no damn storyline. Absolutely. I knew that's what it was going to be. I knew she wasn't going to have nothing going on. And you know something else, Drew? And I don't mean no shade. But if I was you, I would be side-eyeing the hell out of Candy Pants. And Candy Pants, you know I love you to pieces, baby. And thank you for the acknowledgement in the video and all that doing the escape and SWV thing. You know I love you, sis. But I'm just saying. All right, she should be side-eyeing the hell out of you and Todd. Because Drew, the past is definitely your real life. Okay, Drew? The past is most definitely your real life. The same thing that nigga did to your ass in that movie and all that, and how all of them played you, that's the same thing that Ralphie Boy doing right now, while still living up under your roof. He trying to come after your money and your ends while still living under your roof. Now, if that ain't some type of stunt queen shit, if I ever heard, and Scotty run around here talking about that Ralph ain't finna do this, that thing, and the other to her ass. Girl, bye, Scotty. Your ass ain't no. You think you special? No, you not. You could go out there and get pregnant by that man if you wanna. Don't come to me. Don't you come to me. I ain't got nothing for you, sir. Anyway, um, Shamia said that that situation is between Drew, Portia, and Dennis. She likes Drew, and Dennis is not a part of this group. I can respect Shamia's stance on that. I can. I can respect Shamia's stance on that because she is right. That's their business. Why should she get involved? I agree. Shamia and Angela get into a small little kerfuffle when Angela asked her, um, uh, why did she ask Drew about Dennis? And she started calling she started calling Shamia Portia's lapdog. And dig this, in Drew's confessional, she also called Shamia her lapdog. I, I, I don't necessarily think Shamia was being Portia's lapdog. I don't. I think in that moment, Shamia was putting it out on the table because that's what she heard. And it's just like, let's just address it now, get it up out of the way, so this ain't gotta ruin nothing later. I think that's what Shamia was doing. I don't think Shamia set out to like get at Drew and do this, that thing, and the other, all for the love of Portia. I don't believe that's what that was. My opinion. I don't believe that's what that was. I don't believe I don't believe that Shamia did that to Drew maliciously. I don't think that. Y'all jump down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. I personally don't think that she did that maliciously. I don't. I just think, look, that's something that I heard, and I've been a friend of this show for eons. I know how I go. All right. I know how I go. So, Drew, look, this what I heard. We all sitting around here. Portia right here. This what I heard. Go on ahead and debunk it so we can go on by that bit. Ciao. But I don't necessarily think she was being her lapdog. I think lapdog is a strong word. Moving on. And once again, Angela, you was doing way too much. Why was you giving Shamia all that damn fever? It was a lot. Listen, I understand that you and Drew are cool and you was looking out for your homegirl, but I really felt like you made it a thing when you really didn't have to, Angela. You didn't. Like I get you and Drew are cool. Y'all both Chi-Town girls. You looking out for her. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? She like a little sister to you. That's cool. But I do feel like you tried to make it a thing with Shamia, and girl, calm down, relax. It is not that deep. So Portia takes Pilar out for some fun down to some little kiddie playland, whatever it is, girl. With a whole bunch of churn child. And Dennis come around there as well to have fun with her and to talk about the Drew situation because that's what it was. So Portia tells him that Drew told them something different other than they was working together. I mean, she said that he was like an angel to her. I mean, again, I'm not understanding what you upset about. My opinion. Uh Portia felt as if he was doing this as some type of get back. Dennis says that there's nothing going on between them. Portia feels a way about him wanting to film with Drew on the show, and she doesn't understand why she can't get the same that why she can't get loyalty from people. And she can't count on nobody but her. And then she decided that she was gonna leave. And then she starts telling production about how she don't want him up here because the minute that they fall out, he's gonna have a platform to basically get up here and try to dog her out. And she really don't appreciate that. And that's basically the end of the episode. But here's my thing, Portia. Again, see, all of this is funny to me because I remember when you used him on your family that never mattered and how you tried to fight this man's mama. Do you remember that, Portia? Do you remember how you and Stormy and your other auntie, the drunk one, was running around here trying to pounce on this man mama down to the island? I mean, listen, even if Dennis was up here and decided that he was finna tell everybody all of your shit, do I blame him? I do not. I do not. And here's the real gag, Portia. I hope you right on your assumption. I really hope he do use this platform to dog the fuck out of your ass. I hope he do. I hope he do. I don't think that's what he's doing, but I hope he do. I do. I hope he do just that. I really hope you make him man enough and he decides to get up here and really tell all of your deepest, darkest secrets that you never wanted nobody to know ever in life that you only told him. I hope he do. I do. I hope he get up here and he let it all hang out. Why not? I mean, I'm just saying, Portia, you calling out your karma before it even get a chance to happen. Like it hasn't happened yet, Portia. You got to give it time to breathe first and let it actually show signs of happening. Like nothing's happened yet. You calling out your karma before anything happens yet. But that was basically the end of the episode, child. I ended it in less than an hour, 51 minutes. Cool. So we got 9 minutes left. Now this episode was all right. It was all right. It was but you know, it did give me some stuff to talk about. Um, didn't Fallon appear on the episode? I think Drew appeared on the episode, and I think Drew came to her wedding. I don't think nobody else on that show went to her wedding. Maybe other than Candy. I think Candy went. But as far as the girls on the show, I don't even think none of them came to the wedding. You sitting up here turning on Drew for the sake of having a storyline. Because in my opinion, Portia do not have a storyline. She can't talk about the silverback. He made that. He made that. That's done. Child. Yeah, Portia is really trying to make us feel sorry for her. Girl, I ain't got nothing for you, child. I ain't got nothing for you, girl. Nothing. Oh well, deal with. You made your bed lying. That's what Portia is worried about. She doesn't want Dennis saying anything that could mess up her divorce. Ooh, she can't get loyalty from nobody. Mm. She just scared karma gonna come back and bite her. Gonna, it is. She's a female leisure suit. Oh dear Jesus. That's a read. Now I was seeing somewhere where a lot of people feel like Portia still got feelings for Dennis. I'm sorry, I just don't think she ever had any to begin with, y'all. I don't. I just don't ever feel like she had any to begin with. I've always felt like it was because he make money. He's not broke. He was willing to be whatever it was that she wanted him to be, because that's just the type of nigga that Dennis is. It's Portia Williams. Why not? Fucked around and had a baby by. Now he's stuck with. Thinking you was picking up a sugar daddy and you picked up a scammer. How dreadful. I don't weep. I agree, T. Portia didn't want love, man. She didn't. And I've always felt that way. But child, Kelly, I would love to know more about your marriage, though, sis. Like I say, please write a memoir. I promise you, I bet. Because I love to know what y'all had going on around there, girl. He had you sleep in the closets? Did he taking all your money and running? Dissolved the business and ran? Mm-mm. Angela better had her husband she better. She better. Charles is right up her alley. And I want to know more about Mike too, because I swear I still don't know nothing about Miss Mike. I don't. I don't know nothing about Miss Mike. I want to know more about Miss Mike too. Kelly Lifestyle, like it could be a good Lifetime movie produced by Candy and Todd. Because Candy and Todd damn sure produced the hell out of Drew's real life. Okay, they produced the hell out of Drew's real life and made $1 million off of that shit. So yeah, they could. They really could. Damn, Ralphie boy, you went out sad. But that's usually the case with a lot of y'all handsome niggas these days. Y'all just go out real sad and pathetic. You would much rather be reduced to being known to being laid up down into the basement, can't come up out the basement, trying to take all your wife's money. Like, If that's what you want to be known as, Ralphie boy, I guess. I get, but you went out real sad. That's for sure. Did you say you do IT? You said you did all of these things when you was on the show, and how you did this for Drew and you did that for Drew, and if it weren't for you, Drew wouldn't have this, that thing, and the other. Mm. Now leave Mr. Charles alone. He was the man on the Knicks back in the day, and I'm not taking that away from Charles at all. But Charles is given a chauvinistic, senile prick in 2025. We understand what he was back in the early 90s for the Knicks, be clear. But here in 2025, he's given he's given a patchy-eyed demon. Okay, he's given a fish-eyed, bug-eyed fool who got an onset of early Alzheimer's, who need to get himself together. No shade to Charles. No shade to Charles. All right, it's no shade to Charles. Ain't no shade to Charles. I'm just saying that's what he giving on the show. I ain't saying that's what he is. I'm just saying that's what he giving on the show. An hour. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. I done reached my hour. How old is Angela? Because she give it elderly. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said, Angela, how old is Dime, girl? Because you is giving, you giving real matronly, real maid a lot. How old? Angela daughter grown. So how old is Angela? That's a child. No tea, no shade. I don't know. Angela might be in her late 40s. She might be around my brother age. You know what I'm saying? She might be in her late 40s. I give her that. Like I don't think she like in her 50s in it. But she is giving old and elderly and tad. She is. She is giving a smidge bit decrepit. She do. She do. She do. She look like she at her menopausal stage. She do. She do. But anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode and whatnot. And I will see y'all tomorrow morning at 11:15 for day review, child, because they getting on my goddamn nerves. And then I will also see y'all tomorrow night at 8:30 for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, where we'll be discussing this episode again. All right. So make sure that y'all are over here with that. I love you guys as always. Y'all make sure to be safe, be blessed, drive home safely, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.